Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello viewers, welcome once again to my channel. If you are new to the channel, you are most welcome. If you're existing subscribers, you are also most welcome. Welcome to another drive, and today's drive has been requested by many people, and it's a cute little park in Sorby known as Crowwood Park. So as I say, many people asking for it, so once again what I've decided is I'll do the first 20 that have asked for this park. So it's somewhere that's quite dear to my heart as well, because I have a lot of childhood memories, especially in my teenage years when I used to play a lot of tennis at Crowwood Park. So we're going to start off, but let's start the list off. And top of the list is our good friend Richard Nellis, who is from Halifax. I think he's born and bred in Halifax. So I think we'll make a move because there's people wanting to park up. So I'll carry on with the list. So as always, our starting point is the railway station. Okay, so we need to head towards King Cross, which means going right out of the railway station across the town towards King Cross. So another nice day in Halifax. So the wipers were put on by accident then, rather than the need for them. I do that quite often. So as I say, I'll try and read the first 20. The next person on the list, Javed Anwar, so has the same surname as me. So Javed, you now live in Leeds, and you went to university there, and you and the family now live in Leeds, and you've been there since 2015. Next person is Noreen Akhtar. Noreen lives in Manchester. Okay, so sorry viewers, we are at next to the forgotten its name now. It's a car park next to the wool shops. How could I forget? So we're winding our way further up Winding Road. Next person on the list is Halima Dar. Your family now lives in Rotherham, and they moved there in the 1990s. To the left of us, once again, the bus station, which is beginning to take shape. Oh yeah, so that's a beautiful morning in Halifax. Okay, Joseph Hurst, you now live in Swindon. So I'm doing a right on to Broad Street, viewers, and we need to go right across town. Next person on the list, Michael Jones. Sorry, Joseph, I think you moved out in 2006. I do get my dates mixed up sometimes if I've got it wrong. Forgive me. Michael Jones, you now live in Lincoln, and you and your family used to be in Halifax, or you moved out of Halifax in 2014. Next one, Adrian Scott, now lives in Kidderminster, and you moved out in 2017. Next one, James Lewis. James and his family now live in Bradford because your job took you there. James moved out in 2013. Next one, Tim Hines. You now live in Leeds. So we're almost out of the town, viewers, and keep putting the Vipers on. This is Cowgate. So we are heading towards Bull Green roundabout, and then we need to bear right from there. So we need to bear right, and we're going towards King Cross, and from here it's signposted Burnley, etc., which of course is the furthest. In the first it's the local places like Mytholmroyd, London Foot, etc. Tim Hines was the last one. Jacob Walsh, you now live in Harrogate, and you left Halifax in 2008. Okay, so we're almost at the top of King Cross. We're just past the playhouse, and we will be joining the carriageway. So as you can see, quite a number of roadworks as always. It's nice and quiet here, and we're onto the carriageway, just passing Park Road. Ahead to the right is People's Park. Okay, Jacob I've already said. Next one is Javed Zahir. You and your family moved out of Halifax in 2009 and now live in Kent. Next one, Farah Jabeen. You have moved to Redbridge, London, Essex Way, because your job took you there, and you moved out in 2018. Next one, John Smithson. John and his family used to live in Sorby and moved out to Hull. Next one, James Scott. He tells us his family moved out of Halifax in 2004 and now live in York. So we're almost at the end of King Cross. So to the left of us will be Tesco, and then the park is in Pie Nest. So that was James. Next one, Adrian Matthews. Your family moved to Bristol in 2007. Next one, Catherine Doyle. You now live in Leeds because you went to university there and got your job there. You still have family in Halifax and they live in Illingworth. So you graduated, you tell me, in 2009 and got a job in Leeds. Next one, Stephen Smith. Stephen and his family live in Cardiff, and they moved quite a long time ago in the 80s. So perhaps you are the same age as me, Stephen. Okay, guys, so this road is going to take us to Pie Nest and Sorby. So I should have mentioned the road. Had I stayed right, that is Burnley Road. And if we made left here, that of course is the Skirker Green area. Okay, so Stephen Smith from Cardiff. Next one is Shahid Afzal. You and your family moved to Walthamstow in 2010. Just 2 more to go. So if I stay on this road further down, it sort of forks in 2 directions. I'm going to go straight down because that's where the park is. But if I went left, that is Pie Nest Road, and that is the road that I came out of when we visited Warehouse Tavern. Okay, so Shahid, I've mentioned, who moved to Walthamstow. Sarah Fields, your family moved to Swansea in 2014. And finally, last but not least, Akil Sheikh. Okay, so Akil has written in before, and he and his family used to live on Queen's Road. And so you haven't told me the year, Akil, and you now live in Burnley. Okay, so this visit, guys, is for you. And then either straight after or in the afternoon, I have a request for Tulle Lane Primary School, which of course is in Sorby, and it's quite easy to get to from here. So which is another reason why I've come this way, so that I'm facing in the right direction and moving on. So the return journey will be via Tulle Lane, and that was requested by a young lady called Rachel White, who now lives in Glasgow. So Rachel remembers going there as a very young child. So the word infant school suggests to you that it's only goes up to age 7, I think, 7 or 8. Okay, so we are at our destination. The park is on the right hand side. I need to find a parking spot, viewers. Okay, so what we're going to do is show you a little bit of the outside area and then go into the park. So I'm out of the car now, viewers. That's the journey that we've made, and all of this is the park. I'm just going to go further down there, show you the roundabout that takes us to Sorby, and the road that's there, which is Pie Nest Road. Of course, it's thingy from there, isn't it? Oh goodness me. So I'm further up the road now, viewers. So we parked our car down there. I've walked up. This is the first entrance. This is actually for cars. There's a car park up there. And I will be coming out when I leave the car park. So this is Crowwood Park, and we're going to carry on and go beyond those posts, because that's where the main entrance is. So I am further up now, viewers, and that, as you can see, is the main entrance, and I'll go inside. So that's the journey that we've made, coming from down there where I parked, and of course this is the way that we came down this road. So I'll show you once more, and we'll go a bit closer to this. It's also set out as a memorial to the two world wars. So there's a plaque on both sides telling us that it's dedicated to the wars. I don't know whether you can see that, but that's got the dates. First World War, which of course was 1914 to 1919. The second one, 1937 to 1945, and the inscription says, "Lest we forget." Okay, so that, of course, a very poignant message that we should never forget the people that died for our country. So I'll go inside now, viewers, and show you the various features and my memories of the park. That's the view from the inside, viewers. So firstly, there are these grounds here. Thankfully there are not many. Oh, there's nobody around. So here we have some exercise machines, or I would call them, for I guess teenagers and adults. And then further back is some swings and slides for the younger ones. So in my days we just had the swings and slides. There's another area over here, climbing frame over there, and behind there is the rest of Crow Woods, and has some lovely nature trails. So I'm going to walk to the other end there, viewers, and film from there. So I've just stopped a little bit further, viewers. I don't know whether you can see up there, but that is a frame and another activity for teenagers. And I'll just show you this once again. So behind these trees is the roadside and of course the church. So I'll pan once again to the play area, nicely lawned. So we're going to go beyond these bushes and show you what's available there. So just as we come into this area, so that's the path that I've taken, then you have this beautiful area, what is known as a bowling green, and what we can say is that it's a typical English activity. So this is Crowwood Bowling Club, and you either join the club, or I think you can pay as well, which is what I used to do in the 80s when I developed an interest in bowling. So I show you the path that I've taken. So I came from there, the bowling green once again. Then we have a path here that leads to a garden and the car park, and then this is the facility that I used to use because I loved to play tennis in my teenage years, right up to the age of 20. And at that time this had a shop, and you could hire equipment from there as well. I've read reports that it is going to be renovated, but at the present moment it's closed, as it were. Okay, so we're going to go right to the end and show you the last court and see what views we can see. So obviously, in that direction is also Wayne House Tower and the woods that are there. So I'll pan once again. So that's the journey we've made. We had the bowling green here. So I'm going to go to the end and then come back and down here and show you the garden that's over there. So this is the last court. Don't know whether you can make it there, but this is a basketball court. So my friends and I came here quite often, depending on the number. We either played tennis or we had some basketball matches. So as you can see, that is the last of the verge. I'll go from there, see what the view is like. I think it'll be just the houses along the road, but behind here are the beautiful woods, and I know there is a nature trail further up as well. So I'm at the very end now, viewers. So behind these houses is Pinehurst Road, and in that direction of course is Wayne House Tower. On this side the woods, and from here onwards basketball court and tennis courts. So I'm going to make my way back now. So I've made my way back along that path and back to just outside the courts. Just on this side is the bowling green, and I'm going to go down this path and show you the garden, and then eventually head out. So just walking a little bit. As you can see, we have a lovely little garden, and it's got some commemorative plaques and some information as well, so I'll show you that. So we've got some really nice flower beds here. So this first one is dedicated to the Queen, because this year is Platinum Jubilee. So she came on the throne in 1952, and it is now of course 1922. And then on this board there is some information about the industry that used to exist in this part, which is called Crag Valley and Upper Crag Valley. So I'm on the other side of the tennis courts now, viewers, and there is another path that takes us that way, and had I gone to the car park, that would be the path into the park. So I'm just going to go a little bit further that way, because I can see some ornate features that I want to show you. So I'm just a little bit further down. So this path leads to the car park, but I'm going to, and so does this, but it's further on. Just want to show you the ornate pieces there. I think there must have been a former gate or something, and the pillars have been now ornated. Okay, so I thought I'd show you the ornate pieces a bit closer. There's one on that side and one on this side. So there's the car park, and that is the path that people come into the park. So we're nearly at the end of the journey, viewers. I'm going to go to the end there and bid you farewell. So that's the road I've come down, viewers. So at the end of that is the car park, and if I show you around here, this is the main road. So I'll just go a little bit further and we will end this segment of the video. So I shall get back into the car, and then we will go back to Halifax via Tool Lane. So I do hope you've enjoyed today's video. This has been a visit to Crowwood Park. So it brought back many childhood memories for you. I hope it brought back memories for the people who wrote in. So it just remains for me to say, please help in whatever way that you can by subscribing, liking and sharing my videos. Please watch fully. Please tell all your friends about it. So until the next time, I say look after yourselves, look after others. Goodbye. अपना ख्याल रखना, दूसरों का ख्याल रखना, दुआओं में याद रखना। मैं आपका दुआ गो हूँ। ज़िंदगी रही तो फिर मिलेंगे। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।